Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community. I've been a trader and technical analyst for the last 8.5 years. Today, I'm going to bring you the market recap for Thursday, October 10th. So glad to be back, starting with ES. Okay, so ES was unable to get over the high of yesterday of 584650. And for SPY, that level was 5771. So if we kind of zoom into the 15-minute here, I am on Mountain Time. I can kind of show you what happened today. So on SPY at 10:15 Mountain Time, we were unable to get over the prior high of day. So 57771 was the prior high of day. You can see it there with that green line. We hit 57758. So the inability of SPY to get over the prior day high stopped QQQ's advance. So QQQ was able to get over prior day high here, and then we quickly rejected because SPY did not follow. So they typically work better if they are working together. If one gets stopped in their tracks, it's a decent short setup on the other. It's not an always statement, but it can happen some of the time. I should stop here and go over the economic calendar. So we do have PPI tomorrow, just a reminder. And then while we're here, the heat map, we had XLE was green, NVIDIA, semis were pretty strong with MU and NVDA, and software really stood out. Crowd was up 5.5%. We had Adobe up, and we'll go over a couple of those names. So getting back to the charts, so QQQ got that pullback here, and it actually coincided with the AMD event here. At 10 a.m., AMD started getting sell the news event, and we see that a lot when names have their big events or conferences, and today it was Advanced AI Conference, and they stopped in their tracks against pre-market and then became a sell the news event. So we saw that kind of weigh on the market. And then NVIDIA was unable to get through 135 psychological level. We keep hitting that level. However, this is a nice looking cup and handle. It looks a little better on the 2 hour. Yeah, on the 2 hour, this is a nice cup and handle that NVIDIA closed with. So getting back to the indices, IWM, we got through the prior day low. So we did a gap down. We tested and rejected, and we were able to get through it. Let's see. No, we actually weren't. We double top by 4 pennies there. So overall, the Russell has definitely been lagging. On the daily, however, I find it interesting. We're holding the daily 50 MA, and I like looking at futures. You can really see the futures. They're buying the dip at that daily 50 MA. So we'll see if the market gets some type of bull move tomorrow. Let's see if Russell could possibly be a laggard. There are no signs yet. And I should mention the 4-hour 12 EMA has been our guide for bulls. We keep seeing bull dips being bought here on the Dow. On ES, 12 EMA, lower wicks, a bull's buying the dip. NASDAQ, lower wick, a bull's buying the dip. That's our spirit guide. As long as the 4-hour 12 EMA is providing support, then the bulls are in charge. As far as the VIX, we had a tightening pattern today. We double topped at 2139, 2137. And we double bottomed at 2071, 2080. Through the end of day, we were able to break bear, but that's not a big bear break. I would say we're still stuck between 2139 and 2064, and those are the key levels looking forward tomorrow. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a bounce reprieve. We have an hourly bear flag, or a reprieve for the bulls for a bit. However, it doesn't look good. This is a standard bear flag on Bitcoin, and we did break daily support today. We broke through 59,824 by almost $1,000. We lost the daily 50 MA. So with the Russell lagging, Bitcoin lagging, it just kind of shows us this risk-off mentality at the moment. And we may stay in risk-off mentality, possibly waiting for the Tesla event, which is tonight. The We Robot, that's just something I threw out in my head, like, oh, squirrel. And then we have bank earnings start tomorrow. We have the election in less than a month, and I wouldn't be surprised if we chop around until then. We'll see. Just overall for the market, that was a general statement. Ethereum's holding up a little bit better than Bitcoin. We're holding that daily support of 2309. However, we are in a daily downtrend. We're below the daily EMAs. Nothing great looking there. As far as the dollar, we ran into resistance here from August 15th of 103.22. We hit 103.178 and rejected pretty promptly today. So you look at that double top on the 15-minute and a big pullback. That should provide a potential tailwind for the market. It could provide a potential tailwind. We'll have to see. Gold broke out of this tightening pattern we had on the hourly. We got a bull break over the prior day high. We have enough room for an hourly higher low, swallowing a lot of air. We have enough room for a 4-hour higher low. We'll see how bulls react tomorrow, bouncing from the daily 26 EMA. Potential weekly bull flag. There's nothing wrong with this chart. We could actually watch GDX. I like it for a potential back burner trade for tomorrow. That's a beautiful bounce off the daily 50 EMA, making enough room for a daily higher low. Strong move into close, so we may be able to get a back burner trade on this one tomorrow. Oil, we've got a double top. If you look at, let's see, 70, I think it was on the hourly, yeah, right here, 76.18 from Tuesday, 76.22, 76.24. This is becoming an area or a band of resistance in the 76.20 area that bulls can watch, or bears could do a high risk type top fish. On the 4-hour, we have a double top there. Daily, nice bounce from the 200 MA. And XLE was a shining star today. So XLE had a good day with oil strength. Came in out of this 15-minute EQ. We broke bear into the end of day. We'll see if oil continues to hold 76.20 as resistance. Let's see if we can look for a top fish. Yeah, potential top fish in XLE. SMH, we were able to break over the prior day high. We were unable to get through this 255.99. So right now we have a daily double top at 255.87, 255.99. And I would say if that 2-hour NVIDIA cup and handle could break bull, that could help semis break that triple top. Speaking of NVIDIA, we were unable to get through 135 at the end of day. This is still a great looking chart and potential hourly bull flag. Apple, just a nice little trampoline move is what I like to call it when we bounce from the EMAs. We start curling up. What was the volume today? Volume was half the normal volume, and we see that when we have an inside bar. So yesterday was 229.75. We came within a quarter of it and stayed within the range. We'll see what Apple does tomorrow. They have enough room for a daily higher low. So again, lower volume, we anticipate that with an inside bar. Tesla, we broke daily support, but was met with a long lower wick of bulls buying the dip as they get ready for this event after hours. It's at 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Please confirm that if you were trading Tesla. XLF double top with a prior day high, 45.86, 45.86, and XLF came in sharply. Bears have made enough room for an hourly lower high on XLF. I'll be watching that for a top fish potential setup tomorrow. XLV was a top fish idea for Queen of the Mountain, looking for the daily lower high with hourly overbought. If you took that trade, if you're a TCG member, I went over that. In pre-market, I posted the Queen of the Mountain and I went over it in the live stream for the market open, and that worked out pretty well. AMD, as discussed, sell the news event. We are at the daily 200 MA looking for a daily higher low. I'd be interested in AMD long against 158.08. I would like it even better if we'd gap down a little bit. Not a lot. I don't want to get too close to 158. I'll be watching that one tomorrow. So our shining stars, IGV, Dan just pointed out on this monthly chart, look at that cup and handle bull break, just a beauty. And that's our software names, and they are represented with Adobe. Adobe had a strong day. Double daily inside bar bull break, plenty of room for an hourly higher low on a pullback compared to 489.35. And PANW closed up near the high of day. We got over this resistance and 368.59. Your next resistance is 375.37. So software stood out bullish. Here, Adobe crowd. FTNT, XLE stood out bullish, and NVDA. So NVDA found a way. Let's see what tomorrow brings us with PPI, and y'all use stop losses.